Hello everyone, I am Robert Chaffer, the Product Manager for the Bénéteau Trawler range. Welcome to the presentation of the Bénéteau Swift Trawler 37. The Swift Trawler 37 builds on the established Swift Trawler core values of autonomy, seaworthiness, easy circulation, timeless design and practical functionality. I will start with the foundation of any Swift Trawler, the hull. The semi-displacement hull is designed for safe, comfortable handling in a wide variety of sea states up to ISO Category B. Dixon Yacht Design have created the exterior lines which are an evolution of the characteristics first seen on the Swift Trawler 54. Starting with the hull, we have a rising shear line towards the bow. This gives the boat a purposeful stance in the water. The large hull windows benefit the feeling of space and light in the cabins. The main deck saloon is wrapped in glazing, punctuated with integrated structural supports. Two major points. This creates an almost uninterrupted 360-degree visibility from inside the deck saloon, and the low-profile Flybridge structure appears to float above the glazing. The reverse windscreen, in combination with the extended forepeak, reduces the sun's glare and the solar heat load in line with our owner's expectation of a comfortable passage maker helm. Moving aft, we have the iconic wood slat fashion plate that denotes the trawler range. Above, the superstructure lines harmonize with the deck saloon below. Regarding the interior, we have created a very comfortable layout with plentiful liveaboard storage throughout. The bathing platform features sockets for a demountable swim ladder with raised handles on starboard, with an emergency man-overboard ladder underneath. The socket for an optional gangplank is also located here. In option, there are demountable davits rated to 150 kg safe working load. Enough capacity for a 2.3 meter rib and outboard. The davits are biased to the port side of the platform to keep the starboard side lift and lock transom gate clear. The davits can stow in the lazarette, or if you take the cockpit sliding seat, they can stow in the seat box along with the folding gangplank. On the port side transom face is the domestic shoreline socket and optional aircon shoreline socket. On starboard is the hot and cold transom shower with optional deck wash and shore water hookup points. Finally, set low on the transom wings, there are 30 cm stainless cleats for mooring. They are also handy when coming alongside with your dinghy for tying off. The aft cockpit occupies a useful area of over 6 square meters. In standard, there is a pushbit rail, but as we can see here, there is the optional central seat that can slide back approximately 30 centimeters, easily expanding the usable cockpit space without disturbing the dinghy davits behind. The transverse seating area can be complemented by 2 folding chairs and the table that stows in the lazarette. Note, sliding the seat aft reveals the socket to the emergency tiller arm, which you can find stowed across the forward lazarette bulkhead. The aft starboard corner seat houses a 7.3 kg gas bottle locker for the galley, with a handed locker on the port side housing a reserve gas bottle. If you opt for an all-electric galley, these lockers become useful storage. The aft rope benches feature 30 cm stainless cleats with chafing plates outboard. The portside rope bench has the fuel filler on top for easy access and the manual bilge socket in the coaming face. On starboard, there are steps to either the Flybridge deck or easy access to the roof of the Sedan version. To maximize your cockpit space, when not in use, these steps can be stowed against the patio door. Just aft of the 3-panel patio door, we have a large lazarette hatch with forward cockpit drain sumps, which allow an almost flush floor between saloon and cockpit soles. Above the cockpit headlining features perimeter storage for an aft cockpit multifunction cover with windows and Solstice black mesh cabana panels. Therefore, whatever the weather, this multifunction cover allows you to use this space year-round. Also note the overhead safety handrail, speakers and downlights. The lazarette access is through the aft cockpit hatch. Port side aft is the step down into the lazarette. Adjacent is space for an 8.5 kilowatt generator on boat centerline. On the starboard side of the transverse bulkhead is the engine raw water strainer located here for easy access and service. The emergency tiller arm is clipped on the bulkhead. There is good storage space to starboard, with more storage space port side inboard of the engine silencer, with the exhaust exiting out of the back corner of the hull. Aft is access to the rudder table with the offset 80 kg Ford stern thruster motor with associated batteries and charger. Worth noting, the Swift Trawler 37 has a single drive shaft on centerline through a skeg keel, so the stern thruster is biased to the port side of the shaft tunnel. To avoid turbulence with a port side trim tab setup, we offer zip wake interceptors instead. This ensures there is no loss of thruster efficiency. A feature of Swift Trawlers is the asymmetric side deck widths, which are biased to the starboard side for easy circulation when docking. The high bulwark and overhead canopy offer great security and protection. Moving forward to the starboard pilot station side door and bulwark gate with a midships 30 cm spring cleat all allow for easy single-handed mooring. In the steps up to the foredeck are the waste discharge and water filler. Worth noting, the waste discharge is very close to the black water tank located starboard forward in the engine room, meaning there is a very short pipe run, minimizing the risk of blockage. The foredeck can be optioned with a 2.1 meter long by 1.7 meter wide sun pad with drinks holders and an easy to operate pull-up backrest, creating a lovely forward-facing seat to enjoy a sundowner. The cushions are constructed with reticulated foam and mesh bases, allowing the water to drain through freely, minimizing moisture retention and mildew. A white PVC tonneau cover is also supplied to clip over the cushions when not in use. The foredeck working zone features a 1000 watt winch with rope capstan and roller stem head taking a 16 kilogram delta anchor with 30 centimeter cleats close to hand. The starboard anchor locker houses the wired remote winch control and fenders can be stowed above the chain. Note the clever cutout in the hatch that allows the control to be used when the hatch is closed. The step-through pulpit allows good access and visibility to the anchor during deployment and retrieval. Intelligent touches like this make life easier and safer on board. Note the sockets for the optional foredeck bimini, which provides shade over the foredeck area and stow underneath the windscreen overhang. The black mesh bimini is specially formulated to provide shade while allowing air to pass through. When not in use, the bimini poles stow in the aft lazarette. While I'm standing here on the foredeck, it's a good time to mention the four-peak roof above the reverse windscreen. There are two four-peak options. As you can see here, we have the two electric sliding skylights above the helm and forward saloon below. Or this area, along with the starboard side deck wing, can be covered in solar panels as part of the silent boat package. The port side deck is narrower than starboard side, but it still gives a safe route to the midships cleat and aft cockpit. The Flybridge enjoys over 7 square meters of floor space. Starting on starboard aft is the hatch to the cockpit stairs with safety handrail. Forward of the hatch is the Flybridge helm, with the pilot seat featuring slide and rotate action and flip-up bolster. The helm layout is everything you would expect from a Swift Trawler, with the steering wheel, throttles and compass exactly where they should be, with additional features such as drinks holders and a dual USB socket close at hand. The console can be specified with up to two 16-inch Raymarine MFD screens. Having the helm hard on starboard allows for easy starboard side docking. In addition, when standing at the helm, you can see the bathing platform when the Flybridge hatch is open. Ideal for stern to docking, which can be further enhanced by a bird's eye camera looking down on the bathing platform. Adjacent to the helm console, on port side, there is a handy stowage bin for covers. The port side of the Flybridge features a large U-shaped seat and table that can easily seat 4 to 6 people. The forward transform backrest allows 2 people to sit adjacent to the pilot during navigation. There is stowage underneath the seat and space for an optional drawer fridge aft. In addition, there is a mains power point in the seat face, allowing you to plug in a laptop or, much more fun, have lunch around a tabletop raclette or plancha plate. Behind the seat, we have a designated space for a life raft. Then we come to a feature on the pushpit rail that's proved a very popular option on the Swift Trawler 54, the easy load davit and paddleboard rack. In option, there is a bimini with integrated LED lighting, which spans the seating area and stows forward around the base of the fly screen. The coaming features speakers and courtesy lights. In standard, there is an optional anchor light mast, but as we can see here, there is a stainless mast with radome and anemometer. This mast hinges onto the deck for bridge clearance and, if required, easier access to the davit. This reduces the air draft of approximately 3.8 meters for the Flybridge version and 3.64 meters for the Sedan version. Speaking of the Sedan version brings me to a whole new usage concept for this area. With the Sedan version, this area of 7 square meters is surrounded by low-profile perimeter safety rails. The cockpit steps and hatch allow easy access to this area, and the easy load davit, paddleboard rack and hinging radome mast can also be specified. We have created 2 layouts for this space. The first is the active lifestyle layout with non-slip GRP floor, featuring pad eyes on port and starboard coamings to secure your kayaks or bikes. There is a mains power point in the port side coaming, handy if you want to bring a compressor on board to blow up your paddleboard or plug in a cool box. The upgrade to this space is the relaxed lifestyle layout, where the floor is finished in Aerodeck and a black solstice mesh awning can be set up to shade the whole area. Then the owner can bring their own sun loungers or steamer chairs to use this space in the marina or on anchor as they wish. Both roof layouts have a load limit of 150 kilograms. So here we are in the main saloon. Worth noting is the 2-stage patio door opening and the helm door can be fitted with mosquito screens, a great feature if you want to enjoy cross ventilation without the bugs. On port side, we have a large U-shaped seat with space for 4 to 6 people. The aft end of the seat is demountable for use in the cockpit or when you need to open the port side engine room hatch. The table is also demountable and comes with high-low legs. Again, this allows port side engine access, but also means that the seat can be converted into a double bed using the outboard backrest cushions as infills. Note the track in the ceiling allowing a privacy curtain to be pulled around the bed. There is plentiful seating underneath the seat with a deep drawer forward. Above the seat, the aft pillar features a cupboard containing the remote breakers for the shoreline, inverter and optional generator panel. In the aft end of the seat behind the backrest is the AC breaker panel. Forward of the saloon seating, we come to one of my favourite areas on board. Here is a bench seat with storage cupboard underneath and an outboard backrest, allowing 2 people to sit side by side or use as a chaise. Forward of the seat, there are drinks holders outboard with a stowage recess in the dash top with PowerPoint and USB sockets. There is a hinge and lock worktop on the bulkhead, making this the perfect passage maker spot or just setting up your laptop to catch up with friends and family. On the starboard side, adjacent to the patio door, we have a very comprehensive galley for this size of boat, featuring a luxury Korean worktop with upstands and splashback. Starting aft, in standard, we have a 130-litre fridge freezer with a drawer above and 8-bottle wine rack alongside. As you can see here, this space can be upgraded with a stainless steel double-door fridge freezer, giving a capacity of 150 litres of fridge and 50 litres of freezer space. Next, standard 2-burner cooktop and gas oven with pots and pans drawer underneath. These can be upgraded to a 2-burner induction cooktop with multifunction oven. The cooking zone has been set in to allow the chef to carry on while people pass through the saloon, with a deckhead rail providing additional safety. Under the stainless steel sink is a cupboard housing the pull-out trash bin. There is a full-length window outboard with sliding window for ventilation and Venetian blind. Above, there are 3 generous overhead lockers with an aft storage locker and shelves and power points. The cupboard door can have a 22-inch TV fitted on the back. Note, the engine room starboard side access hatch is in front of the galley. Here we are at the main helm. On starboard, the practical bench-style pilot seat with flip-up bolster sits on a drawer and cupboard unit underneath. On the face of this unit, there is a hinge-down floor to use in combination with the bolster to raise your view forward when required. If air conditioning is specified, the starboard saloon 8000 BTU aircon unit is housed here, with the 16,000 air conditioning unit housed under the port side forward seat. The sliding side door offers multiple stop points, very useful when passage making to crack the door open a few centimeters for ventilation. The helm sits behind a single-piece panoramic windscreen featuring 3 overhead wipers, giving an unbroken view ahead. The dash top is finished in anthracite vinyl to minimize screen reflection and glare. And as we see, the helm area can be transformed in terms of light and ventilation with the addition of electric skylights in the forepeak above. The helm console is finished in dark grey gel coat and can take up to one 16-inch Raymarine MFD screen. On the starboard side of the console, we have the throttle control with searchlight and Yanmar engine panel above. Ahead of the wheel is space for the autopilot, rudder indicator and zip weight panel. Above the MFD screen is the compass on pilot centerline, as it should be when taking a heading. To the port side of the MFD are the helm switches and the Schleitner proportional control paddle switches for the 80 kg force bow and stern thrusters. Worth noting is the very useful dock hold switch. Set the thrusters to push against the dock and push the dock hold button and the thrusters hold the boat against the pontoon while you tie off. A great feature if you're single-handed. A unique feature of all Swift Trawler main helm consoles is they hinge up for easy service access to the majority of the 12-volt service breakers. So here we are in the stairwell. Underneath the top step are the domestic and engine battery isolation switches, engine and generator fuel shutoffs, and engine room manual fire control. The engine batteries are located underneath the middle step. The bottom step contains storage. The hatch in the passageway floor contains the shower and sink pump out with grey water collector. Port guest cabin. Underneath the twin port lights and deck hatch, we have a bunk arrangement of 2 single berths, 1.9 meters long by 70 centimeters wide, with bedside shelves and storage locker forward. Inboard aft is a 3/4 height double door storage locker. There are reading lights above each berth with USB sockets in the bases. Aft, underneath the lower berth, is one of the domestic batteries and the other 2 are in the engine room. Here in the owner cabin, the bow features full-length hull windows with inset circular port lights aft, with a deck hatch above. There is a useful storage compartment underneath the entrance floor. The double bed is 2 meters long by 1.5 meters wide with bedside shelves. The bed lifts on gas struts, providing plentiful top entry stowage for bedding and hard suitcases. Underneath the storage compartment is access to the 8000 BTU air conditioning handler and filter. Under the forward hatch is the access panel to the 80 kg force bow thruster and associated batteries and charger. There are reading lights on port and starboard of the bulkhead mirror with USB sockets in the bases. There is easy circulation around the bed with a single wardrobe door on the port side with space for an optional 28-inch TV on the transverse bulkhead if you take the luxury package in combination. On starboard, there is a matching shelving locker adjacent to an ensuite door into the bathroom. The owner cabin can be upgraded with Deluxe package, which adds wood slat wardrobe doors with luxury Italian leather handles and an inset mirror on the port side door, sprung wood slats underneath the mattress, Berber-style carpet to the cabin entrance, and padded vinyl panels to the aft transverse bulkheads. The bathroom is accessible from the passageway and the owner cabin, meaning at night time the owner does not have to venture out into public space to use the facilities. Each door is lockable from the inside of the head while in use. This allows you to configure the head access as you want. The bathroom features a Corian work surface, wash basin with storage cupboard below, mirrored deck head, cabinet with shaver point, freshwater electric flush toilet, and separate shower stall with PMMA doors and a Corian topped seat. There is an opening port light and deck hatch for ventilation. The toilet and water pumps are accessed through a watertight hatch in the shower stall. Decor-wise, the standard boat's interior joinery is finished in Alpi teak. This boat features the optional Alpi oak finish. Regarding the joinery in detail, the drawer and door edges are edged in 2mm veneer and operated with precision latches. The majority of the cabinet work features solid wood corner posts and worktop upstands. The galley and bathroom work surfaces are finished in Corian. The exterior and interior upholstery choices are completely new for the Swift Trawler 37. The engine room is accessed from the starboard side saloon floor hatch in front of the galley. When more access is needed, the aft end of the U-shaped seat and table can be demounted, allowing the port side hatch to open. Starting forward, we have an 800-litre fuel tank on centerline. Outboard of the fuel tank on starboard is the 88-litre Blackwater tank. On port and starboard, there are two 300-litre water tanks giving a total of 600 litres. The fire extinguisher and fuel filter are biased towards the port side forward. The air intake airbox with blower and engine exhaust system are on the port side, with the majority of electrical service boxes arranged on the starboard side. There is plenty of service access around the Yanmar 6LY engine with straight drive shaft. The standard Yanmar engine delivers 400 horsepower with the option of 440 horsepower. At 7.5 knots displacement speed, the range is over 350 nautical miles. At 3,300 revs, the boat's economic planing speed is around 15.5 knots with a top speed of 18 knots with the Yanmar 440 horsepower engine. The autonomy and speed figures are given to allow for a 10% fuel reserve and are dependent on specification, hull bottom and sea state. In summary, here are the key USPs. The strong, purposeful exterior lines have already won many plaudits from the followers of Swift Trawler evolution. The best-in-class galley with Corian worktop and plentiful storage. The plentiful aft saloon seating with the lovely passage maker seating area forward. The bathroom with ensuite owner cabin door, Corian work surfaces, freshwater electric toilet and separate shower stall. The new sedan variant with easy roof access available in active lifestyle or optional relaxed lifestyle layouts. The sliding seat in the cockpit that greatly expands the aft cockpit space. The easy load Flybridge or sedan roof push pit, paddleboard, kayak rack with davit. The much requested hinging radome mast allowing owners to reduce air draft and reach further inland. The foredeck electric skylights above the helm that transform the feeling of space and light in this area. Finally, the silent boat package allows on-anchor autonomy without the need to run your generator. Thank you for watching this walkthrough presentation of the new Swift Trawler 37.